What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank. Yes, Frank, the Cuban Flash, Sanchez. This is what he has to say. There was more to what he called out Tyson Fury. We heard that, but this is what the man had to say. Of course, he said Usyk. He said Tyson Fury, he'll knock him out easily. But then he left with a twist and with another side note. Usyk is even easier. Ooh. Listen, the words are flying, people, okay? They are flying, and the confidence also is soaring, and I think Frank Sanchez is getting thirsty. He's hungry, he's young, he's ready for these guys. Obviously, since the Efe Ajagba win, we've seen him, fight another time. From that, he fought Christian Hammer, which was a tough, durable guy. A lot of people gave him slack, but I had to remind people, Christian Hammer ain't getting known to get KO'd, okay? He goes the distance with bigger guys, and those bigger guys have problems with him. Like his senior Luis Ortiz. He hit Christian Hammer with all he could hit him with, and he still couldn't knock him out. So what do you think Frank was to do? All right? But we're not talking about Christian Hammer, okay? We're not talking about Efe Ajagba either. We are talking about Oleksandr Usyk, the current unified heavyweight champion of the world. So, him saying that he will do that easier. I know it was capped before, due to promotion, due to promoting yourself. I get it. You got the green light from Canelo Alvarez, right? And he wanted you to drive down the street. But he didn't want you to drive a whole fucking marathon, I don't think. But that's exactly what Frank Sanchez said. And if he said that, if these words were the words that came out of his mouth, I think that'll be a good fight because Frank will give anybody trouble. But I think realistically, if he's going to beat Oleksandr Usyk, the best way or the best alternative for him, which I wouldn't go for, I'm just saying, promotional wise, strategy wise, he would want to wait till Usyk's a little older. He would want to pull the Canelo Golovkin shit when they knew Golovkin was pretty like 35, 36, before they knew they stepped in the ring for him because he was still too good, too vicious, too Triple G. So Frank calling him out, there's a reason why he's calling Usyk out. I get it. They're both heavyweights. He called out Tyson Fury before. Now he's calling out Usyk. He's saying Usyk is even easier. So he thinks less of Usyk than Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Let that sink in. Right? Let that sink in. Because Frank's saying, you know what? Tyson Fury can't box, or he has no skill. Right? So what is he saying about Oleksandr Usyk? He's saying he has no skill either. He said he'll knock out Usyk is even easier. All I can say is, because I've seen younger fighters, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, a lot of these guys call out these names that you don't really see them get in there with ultimately. But the way Frank is winning, Frank has to put himself in a situation to do so. He's already wrote a check with his mouth, and let's see if his ass can cash it. That's all we have to see. Let's see if he can back it up. Because calling out Usyk and Tyson Fury, those are the two best heavyweights to me, 1 and 2 or whatever. And I think if he's saying that Usyk's easier, he's showing poor regard to Usyk. And I wonder what and how does he rate skill, because he's saying that Tyson Fury had no skill, and obviously neither does Usyk if Usyk's easier to beat. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if those two heavyweights do not have skill, Frank, who the hell does? I know he does. I know Frank has skill. But then, for him to have no skill, that's why I'm like, okay, this is cap. Because he's not really acknowledging their skill set and their accomplishments of what they did. You know what I mean? Damn everyone else. He was talking, he mentioned Tyson Fury first. He mentioned Oleksandr Usyk second. Okay, so him saying that they have no skill, that he will whoop one, knock him out, and then whoop the other best heavyweight, Usyk, easier, that's showing a lot. That's showing a lot of trash talk. And the trash talk, I think, is geared or motivated through the purpose of promotion. Okay, so I think he's trying to promote himself. Again, he has the green light, so he's saying things like that. Like Stephen A. Smith says, that's very disrespectful, right? So we will see if anything manifests from that, because that's one thing can get a fight buzzing and brewing, is a call out and trash talk. So let's see if he can walk the walk. Bars. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Frank Sanchez once again saying that Oleksandr Usyk is even easier to knock out than Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.